Did you ever fall so hard in love? You wake up chained in a dungeon coded by your girlfriend, programmed by your other girlfriend, and moderated by the one whose concert you forgot. Yeah, me too, until now. If this poem touched you or the story made you feel something real, Ko-fi and Patreon links are in the description. Help us keep writing for you and for the ones we love. The Dungeon Where Love Levels Up, a fairy tale for Byul created by Pacampara. There was once a hero named Jess who, for reasons as noble as they were foolish, decided to challenge the cruelest fortress known to song, tale, and side quest, the Heartcoil Keep. He hadn't meant to become a legend. All he'd wanted was to hold Byul again. The night before her disappearance still pulsed in his memory. Moonlight on her cheekbones, the faint scent of peppermint shampoo, her voice curling like smoke in his ears. If I vanished, would you chase me to the edge of a dream? Jess had grinned then, reckless and tired. If you disappeared, I'd tear down heaven's firewall, he said. She had only smiled, pressed her finger to his lips and whispered, "Then forget me, just enough to remember me better." When he woke up the next morning, she was gone. Only a game cartridge lay on her pillow, etched with a glowing rune. "Do you accept the quest?" He pressed start. Thus began his descent into Heartcoil, a floating dungeon that defied gravity, logic, and tax categorization. The first hour was oddly bureaucratic. A goblin in a three-piece suit demanded he register for a guild, sign a waiver, and deliver a moonstone ring to the Lady of Shadows. Marriage and errands, Jess grunted. This is just domestic life with more dragons. He fought through the kingdom of overprotective bros, platinum armored soldiers who kept shouting things like, "She deserves better," or "Have you ever seen her eyeliner skills?" One duel ended with Jess somersaulting over a fountain while his opponent cried mid-swing, "I just want her to be happy." Jess punched him and whispered, "So do I." Eventually, he slipped the ring into a talking pedestal that asked for a sonnet. Jess obliged with one of Yongsun's old lyrics. The stone melted with approval. Then came the Breeder's Tower. In typical Dragon Quest parody fashion, the voice boomed, "Choose two creatures to breed for companionship and battle." Left with a few options, Jess picked a dripping bubble slime named Gloob and a melancholy platypus named Patty. The result, Gloopatrus Rex, a floating, snarky, one-eyed pink orb with tiny duck feet and the habit of quoting Shakespeare incorrectly. "Greetings, father," Gloopatrus muttered, inspecting his nails. "I exist to protect you and critique your romantic decisions." Jess blinked. "You're the result of my love and desperation. That tracks." Together they faced their cases that folded into Mobius strips and riddles like, what's heavier, guilt or absence? The answer was Byul when she's sulking. He reached the flame trial, a room filled with lava, fire demons, and a hooded sage who refused to look him in the eye. "Speak the truth to pass," the sage commanded. Jess tilted her head. "Yong?" The sage flinched. Silence. "No, no, no. Those cheekbones, that annoyed aura, that's Yongsun," he squinted. "Or maybe Wheein pretending to be Yongsun, pretending to be a sage." The figure sneezed violently. Her hood fell. "Dang it," Wheein hissed. "I told you he'd figured out," said a disembodied voice. Yongsun echoing from the torch's flames. "Next time, I'll use a voice modulator." Jess groaned. "Are you two trolling me while I try to find Byul?" "Technically," Wheein said, tossing a health potion at him. "You forgot my concert last week." Jess froze. "Oh no." "Oh yes," Yongsun added. "That's why we made you drink mushroom soup." You're in a shared dream server. We coded it during your nap. You're saying, I've been isekai'd into a revenge dungeon because I forgot Wheein's concert? Yes, but with love, Wheein assured. Jess sighed. Am I gonna get stabbed with affection, aren't I? They vanished. He fought his way to the castle's heart, where pixelated roses lined the obsidian walls and pop-punk music looped minor key. A boss door awaited. Jess kicked it open, expecting a chained maiden or perhaps a hologram. Instead, he saw her, Byul. Draped in leather lace armor, legs crossed over a throne carved from bass guitars and the monster bones, sipping glittering tea from a health potion flask. Hey, slowpoke, she said with a wink. Glupatras already beat this level. You're late. Glupatra swayed from a beanbag. Your son is talented and hates cardio. Just approached slowly, sword lowered. You built this? Of course, she said. Do you think I got kidnapped by some generic lizard? I thought there'd be a dragon. There was me. She rose. The air crackled. Her eyes glinted like mischief, bottled into flesh. You forgot us, she said. You kept skipping cuddle time for empire emails and spreadsheet forming. So we made a game. We put you in it and we watched. Jess stared, processing. So this entire journey was scripted? Scripted chaos, Byul corrected. You still had to make the right choices, like now. She snapped her fingers. Vines of code wrapped his wrist. The chains shimmered, glowing pink and pulsing to the beat of his heartbeat. Jess groaned. Byul, I love you, but I am not your final prize. You are, she said, straddling his lap. And your next quest is kissing me before I delete your inventory. They clashed, sword against sparkle, code against emotion, kisses turning into banter, banter into confessions. I hate you for making me feel this much, he whispered. And I love you for being dumb enough to fall for my trap, she said. They kissed. The dungeon exploded into light. He woke up screaming. No, Byul, don't change me with your love again. Yongsun almost dropped her phone. Wheein fell off the couch laughing. Byul calm as moonlight fed him cereal. You really screamed that, she said. I lived it, Jess whispered. You also said, I love my weird platypus child. Because he was majestic, he replied. Yongsun leaned over. Don't forget my poetry recital next week. Wheein added, and if you miss my live stream, we'll put you in a dating simulator, Jealous Empresses edition. Just narrowed his eyes. Is that a threat? Byul smirked. It's a tutorial. Later that night, while the three girls were immersed in watching slice of life anime about a talking refrigerator, just quietly plugged in a new game cartridge. The title screen flashed. Reversed Otome. 3 Empresses in Love Jail. Main quest, survive 12 rival husbands and win Jess's attention. Byul blinked. Why are we in a hot spring with 40 shirtless violinists? Wheein groaned. Is this a reverse harem game? Yongsun checked the console. Jess, what did you do? He appeared in the doorway eating chips. Revenge patch. I call it Poetic Justice EXE. Byul crossed her arms. You just wait. We're out for Mansi. Jess grinned. Good luck. My affection meter's already at 99%. And somewhere deep in the digital realm, Glupatras Rex floated past, muttering, I was born from weird love, but I was born fabulous. This piece is dedicated to my dearest sunshine, Kim Yongsun. Please show her your love and support on her channel, Solarcido. She's the heart behind so much of the light I share here. If you enjoy poems, short stories, and heartfelt journeys like this one, stay a while and see if any of my work resonates with you. I'd love for you to consider subscribing if you find a piece of your heart here. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what new story formats or poems you'd love to see. Your voice helps shape this growing storybook we're building here. Thank you for walking this world with me. Have a nice day.